Okay, so let's take a look at the kickstart lever. Whenever I get a used part, I always like to just give it a once over. It's no surprise it's kind of rusty and crusty, but I want to make sure that things are moving in the proper way. And the other thing I want to do is just give it a clean, because if I do this right, I'm never going to take it off again. And the cool thing about these parts is that they clean up pretty well. Kind of surprised sometimes when you see these things on eBay that, you know, the sellers haven't really taken time to clean them, because I'm sure they would sell a little bit faster if they just spent 10 minutes with a piece of steel wool. You can see it's already starting to shine up. Just take your time. One of the things I love about working on motorcycles is that you got all these little jobs that generally take about 15 or 20 minutes to do well, and it's a nice way to spend just a little time, a little quiet time. You don't have to worry about all the stuff that's going on in the world, you know. And I really think it's these little things that give you pride of ownership. So when you put this back on the bike, this is the kind of stuff that you're going to see as an owner. You're going to see that kickstart lever that you spent time cleaning up, arrived all rusty, and you know, it's starting to look really nice. And that's what makes it yours. That's about as far as I need to take it. But again, 5 minutes, the little piece of medium fine steel wool, and it's looking pretty shiny and ready to go on the bike. Why am I replacing the kickstart lever? Well, the reason is, even though this is a CL350, a previous owner replaced the headers with CB style ones. And I don't know if this is the original lever, but regardless, it doesn't have enough clearance to clear the muffler on the downstroke, because originally this muffler wasn't even there. So I am hoping that I can install this one and that there's going to be more clearance when it rolls out, which it already looks like there will be. So to replace this lever, I'm going to remove this bolts and then reuse it, because the used one that I got didn't come with one. So hopefully I can get in there with my socket set. So let's see. I hope it fits on the splines. Alright, I think that looks about right. Hopefully the bolt from my old lever will work. Let's find out. That's pretty good. There you go. Nice and shiny, and yeah, lots of clearance. You can see there, it gives lots of clearance. Some of you might be wondering, why bother with a kickstart lever at all? I mean, for me, I'd rather have a kickstart an operational kickstart on the bike, a bike this old, especially because it has like an old charging system that's not that great to begin with. I just don't want to be stranded in the middle of nowhere. My battery dies, and obviously the previous owner didn't really worry about that. But out here I ride up in the mountains and the hills, and it's going to be a long walk back if I am stuck somewhere with a dead battery. Okay, so let's give this a try. Choke is on. There you go. Working kickstart lever.